Okay, quickie today, Mercedes wheel speed or ABS sensor. This is the front ABS sensor, and it connects, oops, let's get some light on that, up under the fender well here, the front fender, right beside the upper control arm. Comes down in this wire here with the brake pad wear sensor, and goes into the front here. Sorry, it's really cloudy out today and I have no light. And anyway, we'll start with this end first, the electrical connection. And unfortunately I have to hold this camera because there's nowhere to mount it under here. You'll see the connector here, there is a wire. Actually, you can push down on this wire to release the tab, but it's a lot easier to just push. There's a little wire clip. You'll see kind of a slot there. Just use a small screwdriver and push the wire clip up and pop it off. It's a lot easier to do it that way. Come on, wire. Okay. You see a little wire popping up? It's probably going to spring itself out. Now once that's off, you can just pop it back on once it's out to replace it again. But I'm just saying this is easier. So here's a little wire clip, and that holds the two electrical connections for the ABS and the brake sensor. I'll just take them and wiggle them gently, and they'll just pop straight out. They're kind of semi-attached to each other. Okay. And out they come, and you'll see they just kind of push together like that. Sorry, I'm trying to keep light on at the same time as filming it. So they just kind of push together like that and go into the connection. And I will get my wrench and be back in a second to take off the sensor part down here at the wheel. Okay, before I do the sensor at the wheel, this little wire clip can just slip back in. You can see the groove, the slot in the front. That just slips straight down in, and you can see a little hole in the side of the slot. That's where the little furthest in part of the arm that goes in, and will retain the two plugs for the wheel speed and the brake wear sensor. And you can just pop that back in now and leave it there so you don't lose it. And when you go to push these back in, if you're replacing, just pop them in and it will automatically just lock in place. So I'm going to get a wrench and we will remove the front. Okay, obviously I've got the wheel removed for this, and you can see on the back of the hub assembly, there's a two wire where the wires come in. One wire is going to the brake sensor at the front, and the other wire, they both just clip in all along, and little plastic clips, and the wheel speed sensor is underneath this plastic. It's kind of like a splash shield, kind of like a hold down, and that you need a T40 Torx bit, and just basically remove these two screws. They're not going to be in there too tight, but they will be Loctited. So I'm trying to do this with left-handed while holding the camera. One and two. So I'll unscrew those and be back in one. Okay, so both these bolts are undone, and as you can see there's blue Loctite on them, so Loctite them again when you put them back on. Or as I've said before, you can use a dab of nail polish, and there you can see the wheel speed sensor. And that simply pops out. It kind of clips in a little bit, which you'll see once it pull it out. It's going to be, you just kind of have to wrestle it around a little bit to pull it out. And hold on. I'm going to gently pry it up with a small screwdriver. Pop. And you can see the, can you see it? I'm trying to get some light on there for you. You see the hole it went into with the teeth from the conductor ring? And where'd my sensor fly to? And there's the back of it, and this is generally one of the things that can cause it to screw up, is just these little, there's 3 metal strips in there, and they can get, you can lightly sand those off and clean those off so they can read the teeth as they go by. But anyway, that's it. Installation is just reverse. You just pop it in, put the 2 bolts in, and you're done. This wire comes off, and that is the entire front wheel speed sensor. Not tough. The rear one's a little bit more of a bitch, but easy enough. Thanks for watching.